Hello.
Okay, can you hear me? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, very well, loud and clear. Perfect.
Hello.
So thank
Yes.
you so much for being here. Thank you for your attendance. Right now we are recording, so let's start our class. So here's what we're going to do, right? We checked the last class, a few instructions, right? And now I'm going to show you a few other ones you can give because we checked the imperative the last class. All right, so we're going to check that. We're going to check the imperative, and we're going to learn countries and nationalities as well. También países y nacionalidades. All right, so very well. Let's see. So pay attention, please, to now this is lights. One moment, please. Okay, here it is. So today we're going to learn first about some prepositions. All right, so this topic is called prepositions. The prepositions in English are words, very small, short words that tell you some reference about the noun, right? Tell you some information about the noun. Te dan información acerca del sustantivo.
Sí, vimos
So,
en la clase anterior y con
we saw this.
direcciones también.
And directions to these ones?
Sí,
Okay, very well. So I don't know if I explained you the thing about prepositions, when to use prepositions in,
ahí
on.
nos quedamos, exactamente ahí.
Okay, thank you for reminding me. So we checked that we have three prepositions. You can see this pyramid, right? It is upside down, que está así de cabeza, right? Okay, well, I was telling you, prepositions give you information about something, right? They tell you where it's a noun, donde está un sustantivo. So in this case, there are three very important nouns, prepositions. In this case, we have in, on, at. In Spanish, the three of them are translated like in. Los tres se traducen como in, right? So that's why it can be confusing, right? But you should avoid using in all the time. La traducción a lo mejor más directa de en sería in, right? But we don't use it all the time when we talk about places, as you will see. So you have two options. You can use these prepositions, estas tres, you can use them for time or you can use them to talk about location. For example, if you talk about location, que es lo que nos vamos a enfocar because we saw how to talk about directions and everything. So when I talk about big things, you can see this is like un embudo, right? This is like from big, we go narrower, and then we go like very specific or very small. All right. Entonces sí sería. Iría de lo más general a lo más pequeño, right? In, on, at. Así sería. So if we think about very big locations, you can think about countries, right? So continentes, países son muy grandes, right? So you would use in. In Ecuador, in Canada, in the UK. So with countries, you use the preposition in. Cities, you also use in London, in Washington, etc. And neighborhoods too, right? In Manhattan, in I don't know. You can think about these places. They are not specific. They are big areas, right? We are going to use in with these locations. The only exception is in we use we use on with planets, ¿no? Los planetas serían algo muy grande, pero aún así, en este caso, una excepción, vamos a utilizar on. For example, on Earth, en la Tierra, on Mars, yeah. The planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Saturn, Jupiter, Uranus, Neptune, and so on, right? Con planetas sí utilizarías on. But when you talk about big things like countries, cities, states, vamos a utilizar in siempre. Now, if you have the full, you want to give the full, let's say, not the full address, but the name of the address. Vas a dar una calle, una dirección. So in this case, if you talk about a street, that's el nombre de la calle completo, right? So you're going to use on, right? So now you want to mention the name of the street, you say on, right? Okay. So now we're being more specific, right? We use on with names of streets or names of the avenues, yeah? For example, maybe you live on a Flowers Street, no, I don't know. A lo mejor vives en calle Flores, so you would say on Flowers Street, yeah? So that's how it is in English. So remember, big is for big things we use in, para lo más grande vamos a utilizar in, después utilizamos on, y luego se va más específico hasta at, right? Now we're going to check when do we use at. Vamos. Okay, so at, we're going to use at when you have the full location, all right? Full locations, vamos a utilizar at. So you may want to say, okay, I live in, okay, I don't know, for example, I live in Ecuador, right? I live in, what is the capital city of Ecuador? ¿Cuál es la?
Quito.
Quito? Okay, I live in Quito. I live on, and you give the name of your street, right? For example, I live on a street 5, ¿no? La calle 5, live on street 5. Ven, aquí cambiamos el in por el on, right? Porque ya es más específico. So now if you want to see the full address, entonces dirías, I live at, entonces ya das tu dirección completa, right? So when you give the full address, you use at. Okay, also for locations, you can say, I am at work, estoy en el trabajo, I am at the hospital. Entonces no se dice in the hospital, in the school, no se dice in the school, in the hospital. You need to use at, right? Because it's like a very specific location, okay? At work, at the hospital. Other meaning of in or inside sería dentro, right? So maybe if you are at home, para decir estoy en casa, no dirías I am in my house, sino I'm at home. I'm at home, right? That's the correct one. So if you're at home and you can say in my room, ahí sí se puede decir in my room porque es un cuarto, entonces estar dentro de un cuarto, right? In my room. So I'm at home, in my room, in the kitchen, in the living room, in the dining room. Yeah, that's how it works. So, en lugar de decir in the school, in the work, siempre digan at work, at school, because it's very specific, all right? So, when you want to say I am, estoy en casa, I am at home. Okay, so we use the preposition at when it's very specific. Okay, let's check now. I don't know if you have any questions antes de que pasemos a lo que es tiempo. Do you have any questions about in, on, at?
No question.
No. Okay, very well. So the next one is for time. In time, you will use these three prepositions too. Ya vamos a dejar el uso de la ocasión. Now, time, tiempo. So in English, you will use in for the general, for big things, right? Cosas generales o grandes, right? In this case, for example, we are talking about years, años, centuries, siglos, decades, décadas, right? So these are really big things and obviously non-specific, right? Por ejemplo, si tú dices in the 80s, en los 80s, no es específico, ¿no? Es una década, right? In the, in 91, 1991. So it's not specific, you use in, okay? Where else or when else do we use in? ¿En qué otros casos utilizaremos in? So you use in with months, con los meses, right? For example, in January, no sé, ¿se saben los meses en inglés? Don't worry, but I can help you, right? Do you know, si se saben los meses del año in English? Yeah? Okay, Sol, Grace, Silvia, do you know them? And Gerson, do you know them?
No, teacher. No.
No? Okay, don't
Yes.
worry.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, let's listen to, quiero escucharlos, and then we practice, okay? So, okay, Grace, dinos, please, los meses del año.
In January, February,
Ajá.
March, April,
Ujú.
May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December.
Good, exactly. So, again, Sol.
Yes.
Yes, ahora tú.
Okay. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December.
Okay, very well. So, let me show you now. There's this song for you to learn para practicar.
Ya comenzó el hot sale en Mercado Libre y nadie tiene mejores descuentos para repartir.
Hasta 60% de descuento.
Chévere publicity. But I recommend you this. Les envío esta canción que pueden practicar como para aprenderse los meses, right?
January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December.
Listen to it. It's very, it's funny, yeah. January, so first, no es yeah, es más fuerte, es decir, January. January, February, March, y luego abril. Remember we say April, 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 abril, April, right? May, June, July, remember no June, 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 July, August, September, October, November, December, ¿no? Son los más fáciles. November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Okay, son parecidos, maybe just January is different, right? Okay, so to review this, listen to this song, vean esa canción. Hay otra que es también de los días de la semana, right? But watch this song, okay? Very well. So, A lo que voy, with months, los meses también utilizas in, all right? Harrison, when is your birthday? ¿En qué mes es tu cumpleaños?
October.
Muy bien, entonces digamos in October. In October. Okay.
In October.
Now, you want to give your full birthday. ¿Nos podrías dar, por ejemplo, con el día?
7th in October.
On October 7th.
On October 7th.
Cambiamos a on porque estoy dando el día. Cuando das mes con día, usas on. ¿Ya?
Okay.
When you give a full date, right? I don't know. On October 7 and you look young. I don't know. 1997, right? So, something you will notice, as you escribe 7th. So in English, you will first mention the month. Primero se menciona el mes, ¿ya? Primero mes, luego día, luego año, ¿ya? And that's the American format. In British is different. En británico es como en español, primero día, mes, año. But in American English, you first mention the month and then the day, ¿ya? Grace, when is your birthday? What month?
In May,
In May, okay, what day?
on May 26th.
Okay, on May 26th. Maybe you wonder why we put the TH. The TH at the end of the word is because it's an ordinary number. Es un número ordinario, right? So that's why we need to add this is like, when it's about order, cuando habla acerca del orden, right? Primero, segundo, you need to say first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, right? Y eso se utiliza cuando damos estas fechas, right? This is when you give dates, right? De algún evento. Pero también es cierto que en las fechas, por ejemplo, puedes decir today is September 21. No es necesario poner el 21st. Okay. So we say September 21. Pero si es una fecha, no, perdón. Bueno, ese es un ejemplo. But for example, if I'm going to talk about a specific date, maybe your birthday, vamos a utilizar on. For example, on Christmas. When is Christmas? Sol, ¿cuándo es Navidad?
In December? No. On December 24, 25.
24th. Okay, on December 24th. Okay,
24.
very well. Sylvia, when is an important day in Ecuador? For example, do you have an Independence Day? ¿Tienen un día de la independencia? When's the Independence Day in Ecuador?
August.
On August.
10 August. Oh,
What day?
August. 10 August.
21?
10 August.
10.
10.
20. No, what do you say?
No.
10.
No.
10?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
On August 10th. Okay, Independence of Ecuador. Okay, very well.
10.
So you will use on with these kind of dates. Let's say full dates, right? Fechas completas. Or even if you just have day and month, día y mes, ya es para utilizar on. And remember that we also say for also parts of the day, right? Y con los días de la semana, también vamos a utilizar on. On Monday, on how to say martes in English?
Tuesday.
On Tuesday, miércoles,
Wednesday,
Wednesday.
Wednesday, jueves,
Thursday.
Thursday, good. Viernes,
Friday.
Friday, and
Saturday.
Saturday,
Saturday,
Sunday.
Day,
Sunday. Yeah. So some of the days, remember, for example, Monday comes from moon, que sería día de la luna. Thursday is día de Thor, del dios del trueno, because English is influenced by Nordic languages, y también está influenciado de lenguas nórdicas, so Thor es un dios nórdico, entonces Thursday será como el día del trueno, el día del dios del trueno, right? What else? Saturday, ¿qué creen que sea? Saturday,
Saturno.
Saturno, and Sunday,
Sol.
del sol. Yeah, exactly. Very well. So, exactly, these are some things for you to remember. Now, for parts of the day, aquí sea una excepción, porque vamos a decir in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, pero con noche es una excepción. Vamos a decir at night, no in the night, okay? At night. So, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, at night. Yeah, that's how it is. So, perfect, guys. Now, we're gonna check, I don't know if you have any questions so far. ¿Hay alguna duda sobre estas preposiciones? Okay, very well. So, let's see. Now to check these prepositions, I see your cameras, and for example, I see that there's a plant. Sol has a plant. Sol tiene una planta, right? So, Sol, where is the plant? Dinos, ¿está al lado de qué? ¿Atrás de quién? Tell me, where is the plant? Ahí tienes una planta tú. I mean, in your camera. Yeah, where is the plant?
The plant is behind
Behind you.
to me.
Exactly. Behind you. Very well. And Grace, I see you too. And I don't know what is on your shelf. What do you have on your shelf? Shelf es repisa. What do you have on your shelf?
The toy. The toy is on the shelf.
A toy. Okay, very well. A toy is on the shelf. So what is next to your shelf? ¿Qué hay al lado de la repisa? What is next to your shelf?
Curtain.
Okay, very well. Curtain is cortina, very well. Curtain or blinds, persianas. Okay, very well. So now let's see about Hersen. Well, I don't see. What is behind you? ¿Qué hay detrás de ti? Is it a towel? ¿Qué hay detrás de ti? Behind you.
Yeah, I a told,
Dog?
told, a told. Behind me, a
Ajá.
told.
¿Qué intentas decir?
Toalla,
Okay, a towel. A towel.
a towel.
Okay, very well.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, very well. So what do you see? What is behind me?
Television,
Okay, what is under the television?
on the uy. Ya,
What is-
unas llamas.
Okay, yeah, there's some llamas, alpacas.
Llamas.
Okay, very well. All right, very well. So I think you know this topic already. Now let's talk about something very important in English too before checking today's vocabulary. And I want to tell you about the articles in English that they are also called determiners. Los determiners o los artículos, yeah, they are used to describe nouns too. También describen algunas cosas sobre el sustantivo, right? Aquí tienen unos que son los demostrativos. That are these 4 words, very important that you need to describe everything. Esto es en relación al espectador, right? This, it means that is close to me, es cercano, but is singular, just one thing, right? For example, this pencil case, this computer, this cell phone. Yeah. You can also use that for singular when they're far away, right? So you have that, like that television, no está tan cerca, entonces voy a utilizar that. So now we have also the word these. These significa estos, right? When it's plural, then you have more than one thing. So you call them these. Then you have those, que sería aquellos, lejos, right? It's plural. So we have this, that, these, those, all right? So this is pronounced this, and this one is these. This, these, que sería este y estos, o aquellos, right? Bueno, aquellos sería those. Do you have any questions about it? I don't know if you have seen them before. No questions? No? No hay preguntas? Okay, very well. So now let's talk about the articles. In English, it's very easy because, I mean, just think about Spanish. We have lots of articles. La, lo, le, li. No, li, it's in Italian. Right? Los, las, les, right? These are articles. In English, we only have 3. These 3 articles are the, a, and n. Son solo los únicos 3 artículos que hay, right? All right. So the thing is that many people don't know, or maybe they overuse that a lot, right? Por ejemplo, si yo les pregunto, ¿cómo se dice gente in English? Or,
People.
yeah, people, right? Some say the people, right? How do I know when to use people and when to say the people? ¿Cómo sé cuándo utilizar people y cuándo decir the people? You know, because in Spanish we will always use the article. En español siempre se utiliza un artículo por la cuestión del género, right? Todo tiene un género. I don't know, for example, la computadora is feminine, el celular is masculine, pero en inglés no existe esto, yeah? So what we do in this case is we need to understand this. Primero hay que entender esto, right? Acerca del artículo. Okay, let me check. Okay, we're going to check these exercises y vamos a ir analizando para ver cómo utilizar estos artículos. So, let's see. We're going to read the first example here, and you're going to help me complete. So, Grace, can you please help me with the number 1?
I don't know. The.
Okay, can you help me read the whole sentence and then you choose one?
Maybe the cheese was delicious.
Well, can you read the whole sentence, please? Leer toda la oración, please.
We bought some cheese and ham. The cheese was delicious.
Okay, so we have the option, the cheese, a cheese, or cheese. Which one would you use? ¿Cuál sería correcto?
The cheese.
The cheese,
The
yes, why? We're going to use them when you're talking about a specific thing, and it's more important if it has already been mentioned, si ya se mencionó, right? Si ya se mencionó, so we are talking about not another cheese, no hablamos de cualquier queso, sino del queso que ya se compró, right? So because cheese is mentioned here, and then again, you use the cheese, right? To make it specific, you're talking about it. Okay, let's see some other examples. Please help me, Harrison, the number 2. Vamos a leer y escoges una opción.
It is an interesting book.
Yes, it's an interesting book, right? So maybe you know the rule, but the word starts with a vowel. So you need to say an. You need to add the N. All right? N. Okay, so it's an interesting book. Un libro interesante, right? We can say it's the interesting book, right? Porque significaría es el único libro interesante. Es el libro interesante, right? Este es uno, right? So I'm telling you it's just one item. Let's see, number 3, please. So can you help me read it?
There was a document on the table.
Yeah, there was a document on the table. Yeah. Había un documento en la mesa. Yeah, there was a document on the table. So what about if I used that? There was the document on the table. Cambiaría. What do you think? If you say there was the document on the table, quiere decir un documento que tú y yo conocemos, right? Maybe an important one. So if previously I mentioned a document, si ya previamente mencioné un documento, entonces sería correcto decir the document para decir es el mismo documento del que estamos hablando. But in this case, it's just any random, right? There was a document, un documento. I don't know which one, just a document. Entonces, a es cuando no es específico y that cuando sí es específico de lo que estoy hablando, ¿ya? Let's check the number 4. Can you please help me, Sylvia? Sylvia, can you help me?
As
Let's
experts
read this.
say that coffee can be good for your health.
Okay, thank you, Keo. So what do you think? Experts say that a coffee or the coffee or just coffee? How do we say in English? Experts say that that coffee, a coffee.
The coffee.
Yeah,
The co-
the coffee, el café, no? That's the thing that I wanted to tell you. This is the most confusing thing because en este caso sería solamente coffee. Experts say that coffee, not the coffee. Yeah. So yeah, in Spanish you say el café because you need to add the articles, se necesita añadir el pronombre. El café es masculino, right? But in this case, you don't use it. Why not? If you say the coffee you're talking about a particular coffee. Estás diciendo un particular café. I don't know, any particular brand. Cuando tú dices the coffee, solo es uno en específico y no el café en general. But this sentence says el café en general. So we use coffee. Solamente. Las personas dicen que el café, ¿ya? So in this case, yeah, el café, when you translate the sentence, no es el café because no article is used, no utilizamos artículo, ¿ya? Because we mean, queremos decir que es cualquier café, ¿ya? It doesn't matter if it's an espresso, it doesn't matter if it's any brand, if it's Starbucks or if it's any other kind of coffee, cualquier café puede ser bueno para eso, ¿ya? That's what it means. So if you say the coffee, estás diciendo solo un café en específico, yeah? And you will need to mention the brand. So in this case, no article, right? So you want to say, I don't know, la gente está loca, right? So you would say, people are crazy y no people, the people are crazy, right? Porque people are crazy es en general, right? People are crazy. No, the people are crazy. Yeah. Let's see some other examples. Harrison, could you help me with number 4?
Mm. I don't have a car.
Expert. No, yeah, yes, sir. I don't have
I don't have a car.
Uh-huh. I don't have a car. Very well. So, un carro, right? No tengo un auto. Yeah, I don't have a car. Is to say, like, in general. What happened if you say, I don't have the car? ¿Cambiaría algo la oración? Si yes, I don't have the car.
Yo no tengo el carro.
No tengo el carro. Yeah. Okay. So it means, esta oración así querrá decir que te robaron el auto. Right? I don't have the car. Because cuando yo utilizo the car, quiere decir un auto que tú y yo sabemos. Right? Un auto conocido por nosotros. Right? Si tú dices simplemente I don't have a car, quiere decir que no tienes auto. Right? I don't have the car, que no tienes el auto, o sea, tu auto. Maybe because someone stole. Entonces cambia a utilizar los pronombres. We say, I don't have a car. Can you please help me, Grace, with number 6?
Can you pass me the water?
The water. Okay. Is it correct, the water? Or can you pass me water? Okay. Or a water. Bueno, no sería posible a water. Porque water, A es también una parte cuenta, ¿no? Entonces es no, un agua. Entonces en inglés el agua no es contable. But it's correct to say the water. Sí es correcto decir the water. Why? In the context that the sentence is given, en el contexto de esta oración, can you pass me the water? It means the water that you and I know. Entonces es un agua que tú y yo conocemos. Por eso digo que me pases el agua, right? So you are giving me one specific. For example, imagine yourselves at the table, you're having dinner, están en una mesa cenando, right? Entonces alguien dice, ¿me pasas el agua? So the water, entonces es el agua que tú y yo estamos viendo, que tú y yo conocemos, right? Por lo tanto, no es cualquier agua, sino es el agua, un agua en específico, right? El agua que está en la mesa. Now, if I want to say, si yo quiero decir, el agua es buena para la salud, how can we say that in English? ¿Cómo sería en inglés? El agua es buena para la salud. Diríamos the water.
Water.
Solamente water, sin artículo, porque es toda el agua en general. Water is good for your health, right? Without the article. Pero en este contexto de entender que sabemos de qué agua hablamos, ¿ya? Let's check number 7. Please, can you help me, Silvia, with number 7?
The president visited our school.
The president visited our school. Okay. So it's correct, it's correcto. The president, right? Cambiaría algo si dijera a president. Why? ¿Cuál sería la diferencia entre decir a president and the president?
El presidente a decir un presidente.
Okay, yeah. So if I say the president, you can use the, vamos a utilizar the cuando solo hay uno de este tipo, right? So in a country, there's usually one president. Como en un país, generalmente es un presidente. Entonces, cuando yo digo the president, todos saben a qué me refiero, right? With you, for example, you could call me the teacher, right? The teacher, el maestro, right? Because I'm the only one here who is your teacher, right? Even if anyone else is a teacher, aunque que haya alguien más que sea un profesor, en esta clase yo soy el único profesor, right? So that's why I'm the teacher, I'm known by you. But when I introduce myself to other people, cuando yo me presento a otras personas, entonces yo les digo, I am a teacher, ¿verdad? No les digo, I am the teacher, porque no soy su profesor, right? Entonces cuando yo me presente con alguien, les digo, I am a teacher, right? Si tú dijeras a president, so it's because it could be many, right? Un presidente de cualquier país. A president visited our school. Entonces preguntarías, what president, right? Maybe from China, maybe from Italy, right? So, the president, vamos a utilizar that cuando todos sabemos de qué estamos hablando, Yeah. Okay. Let's choose the next one. Sol, please, number 8.
My father is a police officer.
Yes, my father is a police officer. All right. No sería the police officer. Si tú dijeras, my father is the police officer, quiere decir que es el único, right? Is the police officer, es el policía, right? No, es un policía de muchos. Okay. Please help me, Grace, with number 9.
Everybody knows that without particle, cats are very independent animals.
Okay, so look here. So
Or
Grace
they-
chose correct, right? No es correcto decir the cats, right? Es cats. Todos saben que los gatos, sí, aunque decimos los, pero no se pone the cats. Porque si the cats, no sé, puede ser el nombre de una banda, ¿no? O the cats, unos gatos en específico, no todos, right? So, everyone knows that cats, no article. Todos saben que los gatos, todos los gatos are very independent animals. So do you have any questions about how to use these articles? There's any questions? Okay, very well. So now we're going to check the vocabulary for today. Okay, so today we're going to learn about countries and nationalities, all right? So maybe you know a few, but we're going to check all of them. And first, I would like to show you this article. So do you know, have you ever heard about Jessica Watson? Do you know who she is? ¿Saben quién es Jessica Watson? No? Okay. So, okay, one moment. Okay. So Jessica Watson is this Australian girl. Like you will see, I'm going to show you.
Hi.
Okay, so she's 16, or back then she was 16 years old back then, and she is a sailor. Sailor es marinero, right? And she traveled around the world all by her own, no parents. Y viajó por todo el mundo en su bote, sola, sin padres, you know, she was 16. So this is a real thing. Actually, there's a Netflix documentary about her. Hay un documental Netflix que habla acerca de ella. Se llama True Spirit. Have you watched it? It was a real thing because just imagine, right? What kind of parents would send away their own daughter to, I mean, it's the sea, right? We're not even talking about taking the car to go somewhere. We're talking about the sea. Y de hecho el gobierno le estaba prohibiendo a ella que hiciera eso. El gobierno australiano. There was like a lot of media pressure on them. Había mucha presión de otras personas que decían, no, es que no pueden dejarla que haga eso sola, se va a morir, right? There's a Netflix documentary que se llama True Spirit y les dice más acerca de la historia de esta chica, right? We're going to watch it, short.
I'm Jess. Welcome to my video log. Traditionally, sailors keep log books, but you can't deprive me of screen time for half a year. I'm planning on being the youngest person to sail around the world, non-stop and unassisted.
You're the captain. Got it?
You should be okay.
That boat is a shockingly tiny thing to send a child to sea in.
They are waiting for her to fail. She cannot come lumping back in.
Red sky at night, sailors still light. Red sky in the morning, sailors warning. God, it's scary. I'm often terrified, and I doubt myself. The world can be a difficult place, but it's also really, really beautiful.
When I was young, I tried to build a paper plane, but
If dyslexia takes over, you are lost in the middle of the ocean. This is dangerous, okay?
why don't you just give me a break? I had some time to grow.
I'm so alone.
It's when things go wrong that your true character's revealed. And right now I'm looking at a tenacious young woman who will figure this out.
I think there's bravery in admitting that you're not okay. So, I'm Jessica Watson. I'm tough and I'm struggling. But that's okay.
'Cause we made it.
Okay, so I recommend you to watch this movie. It's on Netflix. It's really interesting, and I told you it's a real story. It's everything about her is real. You will see like what challenges. You will get to know her better. Aquí tenemos como en este libro un resumen de su biografía, what she does. So it's really interesting. I mean, I have many foreign friends, and when I compare with some families in Latin America, the families in Latin America, very often they are very, son muy cercanas, las familias latinoamericanas, no? They are very, there's something in English that they call close-knit. Close-knit es ser cercano, sobre todo de cuando hablas de la familia o de amigos. In English, we say close-knit, yeah? But you know what I've seen, that foreign friends, como que los amigos extranjeros, yeah, they're more, you know, for example, not even foreigners, but Europeans, for example, sobre todo los europeos. They have, what I've seen in the US too is people are really, when it comes to family, they take the word adult seriously, toman la palabra adulto muy seriamente, you know? For example, in the US, you are an adult when you're 20, 21 years old. Eres un adulto a los 21, right? When 20 years old. And in the rest of the world, I think it's 18. But the thing is that they take it very seriously. I've seen that for Latin American families, it doesn't matter if you are 30, 40, no importa qué tan grande seas. Like for your parents, especially for your mom, you will always be like you will always be their son, you know, their child. No importa qué edad tengas, qué tan adulto seas, siempre va a ser como the apple of your mom's eye, ¿no? The apple of my eye es como alguien muy preciado, muy precioso. The apple of my eye. You can call someone, you're the apple of my eye. Eres muy valioso, muy precioso. So I think that's always for the parents, right? And I think you will always be the apple of their eyes. It doesn't matter how independent, how adult you are, right? No importa qué tan independiente y grande seas, si ya tienes incluso hijos, you will always be the apple of their eyes, right? But what I've seen in other countries, no quiero decir que no les importe, pero sí es como, you know, I've seen like cases like, okay, you are 18, tienes 18, tienes que trabajar, tienes que ir de casa, a descubrir el mundo, like, they push their children. He visto que estas familias, sobre todo las europeas, tienden a ser más despegadas, you know, de los hijos. So that's the only way I can explain, because, you know, if I think about my parents, for example, my parents would never let me do something like this. Yo creo que nunca ni siquiera un solo viaje me dejarían. Yo creo hacer así solo, y menos a esa edad, you know. Like it would be crazy, but they did. That's why the government and society, el gobierno australiano estaba tan preocupado de que ella hiciera un viaje así sola, you know. So we're going to read this. She's very famous in Australia. We're going to read about her and her story. So can you please help me read Harrison, the first paragraph? Vamos a ver el primer párrafo, please.
This is Jessica Watson. She's Australian and she's 16. She's a sailor. The ocean is her favorite place and her boat is her favorite thing. Pink is her favorite color. Of course, her boat is pink. Its name is Pink Lady.
Okay, very well. So it says she's a sailor. The ocean is her favorite. Can you please repeat? Favorite. Sin la O. Favorite.
Favorite.
Intenta sin la O. Favorite.
Favorite.
Exactly. Favorite. Okay, we'll see. Ocean. Ocean. Yeah, ocean. Okay, very well. So, where is she from? ¿De dónde es ella? Where is she from?
She is from Australia.
She's from Australia. Harrison, where are you from?
I'm from Colombia.
Okay, very well. Sol, where are you from?
I'm from Ecuador.
Ecuador. Okay, very well. So that you can ask person, where are you from? That's where were you born, significa dónde naciste, you know? And where do you live is different, right? ¿Dónde vives? Sometimes it's totally different because people immigrate to other countries. Ok, entonces, where are you from? Te recuerden es para preguntar dónde naciste, de dónde eres, y where do you live, dónde vives actualmente. Yeah. Okay, very well. So that's one of the questions, right? You can also say, I was born, nací. I was born and raised. Nací y fui criada o criado. I was born and raised in the States, in Canada, etc. Right? Okay, so let's continue reading the next paragraph. Can you please help me, Sol, to read the next paragraph, please?
Jessica is on the Pink Lady. She is on a trip around the world from Sydney Harbor in Australia, over the Pacific, Atlantic, and Indian Oceans, and back to Sydney. That's 203 miles.
23,000
23
miles.
23,000
23,000.
miles. She's on the Indian Ocean now.
Okay, thank you. So, ahí tenemos, ¿no? She's from Sydney Harbor is Puerto, right? Sydney Harbor, Australia. Okay, very well. And she goes all around the world. Pacific, Atlantic, Indian. All the oceans. Very well. Let's see. Now the last paragraph. Can you please help me read, Grace?
Jessica's friends and family are at home in Australia. She speaks to her mother and father every day on her satellite phone. Her satellite phone is very important. It's her connection with her family and the world.
Okay, just we say satellite.
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 Okay, very well. So she has a satellite phone because of course she won't have network. You know, the satellite phones are very expensive, but they are very useful. You can call, it doesn't matter if you are in the mountains or in the ocean, puedes llamar con teléfono satelital. It's very impressive, amazing. Okay, very well. So that's her connection with the world. So let's see, now that we check this, tell me, in your case, would you ever like to do something crazy? Like maybe not going on a boat alone, but would you like, I don't know, maybe some people say when I'm old, you know, me dicen cuando esté viejo, when I'm old, I would like to, I don't know, make a trip, right? I have some friends that say, you know, I love the Bible. Tengo unos amigos que dicen, yo hice un tour bíblico, ¿no? Me fui a Israel, a Jerusalén, and I've seen all the places. I walk where Jesus was. Yo caminé donde estuvo Jesús. I don't know, something like this. Some people say, I want to visit the most popular cities around the world. No? To Savannah, Paris, they go to London, they go to Tokyo, like the most important cities, and they collect, right? Some other people say, I want to go on, I want to just drive, quiero manejar desde toda América, you know, from Alaska to Argentina and back, or something like this. Have you ever thought about doing something crazy like this? ¿Le gustaría hacer algo así loco? I don't know, maybe when you are older, or I don't know, anything like that? Any crazy dream? In my case, I wouldn't do anything dangerous. I don't know what to do, but I think that there are many places that I would like to visit. So, for example, my dream is to visit Thailand. Me gustaría mucho visitar Thailand, Indonesia, some countries of Africa, for example, I don't know, Congo, you know. What else? I think I would like to see the Northern Lights. Me gustaría también hacer un viaje en carretera in Norway, because Norway is very long. To see the Northern Lights, I think would be an amazing trip that I would love to make. Algunos dicen que otro que es muy bonito es en New Zealand, de Nueva Zelanda. It's the best place for hiking, para ir a las montañas y caminar, because you have beautiful views. You even have these, let me show you New Zealand. En Nueva Zelanda hay una, hay un baño donde estás como con, hay una ventanita para que veas la vista. Creo que hay otro sin nada, but this toilet works. Este baño funciona y you have like a window, tienes una ventana para ver la vista. Like you have the best view, es el baño con la mejor vista. And this is in New Zealand. Dicen que es el mejor país para hacer estas caminatas. The views are beautiful. What about you? ¿Qué les gustaría?
I like it to visit the pyramids of Egypt.
The pyramids? Okay. Very well. You know, there are hotels with the views. Hay hoteles con vista a las pirámides. It's like very impressive. These hotel views.
And the desert too.
Yeah, the same?
Yes.
Lo mismo?
Yeah.
This hotel. One friend posted. You have the view to the, imagine a dinner. Una cena así, no? Oh, amazing. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. And Grace, how about you?
I don't like the adventure tourist. I like more relaxed. I don't know. Realmente no me gusta nada del turismo de aventura.
Okay, more relaxed. Okay, very well. You know, my father-in-law is the same. Mi suegro dice, parece curioso porque mi suegra es lo opuesto, le gusta mucho viajar y todo, y él dice, no, yo no necesito. I don't need to make trips, you know. He's also a very chill guy, very relaxed. Okay. All right, so now we introduce the topic to the vocabulary that I want to show you, that is specifically for countries, nationalities, and languages too, right? Here we have a chart. Aquí tenemos un cuadro. Maybe you can help me complete it. So we have, for example, Australia is a country. You would say, I am from Australia. I am Australian. What language do they speak in Australia? English. Now let's complete. Brazil. So I say, I am from Brazil. Nationality?
Brazilian.
Brazilian.
Brazilian, exactly. And Canada?
Canadian.
Canadian. Okay, Canadian. Okay, Canada, Canadian. Okay, Brazil, Brazilian. When we talk about countries, los países normalmente van a tener terminación, por ejemplo, terminación en, terminación ish, terminación is. Ok. Aquí tenemos Mexican, Ecuadorian, Brazilian, Canadian, Colombian, right? Ish, for example, British, Irish, Scottish, ya veremos. Is, Chinese, Japanese. Generalmente los países tendrán esta terminación. Alguna de estas tres terminaciones en inglés. Colombia, so we say?
Colombian.
You know, I've seen some people, some Americans and some, like, it's crazy. He escuchado algunos americanos que dicen, por ejemplo, que en Perú, en Perú se habla peruano, ¿no? Or that in Mexico, they speak Mexican. Y dicen, sorry, I don't speak Mexican. Or que en Brasil se habla brasileño, you know? Like, I can't believe it, but they say, no, I'm sorry. I don't speak Peruvian. No hablo peruano. It's like, you know, it's like the same language. Sometimes they don't know, right? Creen que en Brasil se habla brasileño, you know? It's Portuguese. All right. So let's see the next one. Sudan is a country that is in Africa. Es un país de África. Okay, so we say Sudanese. Sudanese. Okay. Italy, Italian, Japan, Japanese. Mexico. What is the nationality for Mexico?
Mexican.
Mexican, exactly. Mexico, Mexican. Spain, Spanish. Spanish, right? United Kingdom, the UK. How do we call someone from the UK?
British.
British, exactly. British, británico. Okay. How do we call someone from United States?
American.
American, which I think it's stupid because everyone in America is American, right? Es como si a un alemán les dijéramos europeos y el resto no, right? Okay, so we are Americans too, right? Everyone is an American. If you're from Brazil, if you're from Colombia, you're from Ecuador, you're American. Pero sí, se dice American. Okay. All right. So, this is about some countries. We're going to see all of them. Now, for this, I will show you this video. Let me show you. Okay, here we go. Let's start.
And now, the nations of the world, brought to you by Yakko Warner.
United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, Republic Dominican, Cuba, Caribbean, Greenland, El Salvador, too, Puerto Rico, Colombia, Venezuela, Honduras, Guyana, and still Guatemala, Bolivia, then Argentina, and Ecuador, Chile, Brazil, Costa Rica, Belize, Nicaragua, Bermuda, Bahamas, Tobago, San Juan, Paraguay, Uruguay, Suriname, and French Guiana, Barbados, and Guam. Norway and Sweden and Iceland and Finland and Germany now one piece. Switzerland, Austria, Czechoslovakia, Italy, Turkey and Greece. Poland, Romania, Scotland, Albania, Ireland, Russia, Oman. Bulgaria, Saudi Arabia, Hungary, Cyprus, Iraq and Iran. There's Syria, Lebanon, Israel, Jordan, both Yemen, Kuwait and Bahrain. The Netherlands, Luxembourg, Belgium and Portugal, France, England, Denmark and Spain. India, Pakistan, Burma, Afghanistan, Thailand, Nepal, and Bhutan, Cambodia, Malaysia, then Bangladesh, Asia, and China, Korea, Japan, Mongolia, Laos, and Tibet, Indonesia, the Philippine Islands, Taiwan, Sri Lanka, New Guinea, Sumatra, New Zealand, and Borneo, and Vietnam, Tunisia, Morocco, Uganda, Angola, Zimbabwe, Djibouti, Botswana, Mozambique, Zambia, Swaziland, Gambia, Guinea, Algeria, Ghana, Burundi, Lesotho, and Malawi, Togo, the Spanish Sahara is gone. Niger, Nigeria, Chad and Liberia, Egypt, Benin and Gabon, Tanzania, Somalia, Kenya and Mali, Sierra Leone and Algeria, Dahomey, Namibia, Senegal, Libya, Cameroon, Congo, Zaire, Ethiopia, Guinea-Bissau, Madagascar, Rwanda, Majorca, and Cayman, Hong Kong, Abu Dhabi, Qatar, Yugoslavia, Crete, Mauritania, then Transylvania, Monaco, Liechtenstein, Malta, and Palestine, Fiji, Australia, Sudan.
Have you ever watched this video? Yeah. ¿Sí habían visto este video? No. No?
In Spanish, but
In Spanish.
yeah.
In Spanish? Well, now you watch it in English. There is the other one that is sung by Donald Trump. Have you watched it? We just play a bit of it.
Press pause on imagining. Press play on your future.
And now, the nations of the world, brought to you by Donald Trump. United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, Republic, Dominican, Cuba, Caribbean, Greenland, El Salvador, 2, Puerto Rico, Colombia, Venezuela, Honduras, Guyana, and still Guatemala, Bolivia, then Argentina, and Ecuador, Chile, Brazil, Costa Rica, Belize, Nicaragua, Bermuda, Bahamas, Tobacco, San Juan.
Oh, you can watch it later. There's one with all the presidents, but like Joe Biden and, well, like many presidents who are mentioning. But we're going to check now. So we have here the Google Maps, right? So we're going to check here what are the names of the countries in English. So you're going to tell me country, nationality, and something particular about the country. País, nacionalidad, y algo particular de ese país, right? So let's check. For example, we start from Argentina. How do we call someone from Argentina? How do we call someone from Argentina? ¿Cómo le llamamos a alguien de Argentina? In English. Argentinian. Argentina, Argentinian. Argentino, ¿ya? Todos estos países tendrán la terminación AN or IAN. Terminación AN. Todos los países de América, right? Chile. Chilean. Chilean. Paraguay. Paraguayan. Paraguayan. Uruguay.
Uruguayan.
Uruguayan. Okay, you understand. Bolivia.
Bolivian.
Bolivian. Brazil. Brazilian. We check, right? Peru. Este que sea regular. Tiene que poner Peruvian. Peruvian. Okay. Peruvian. Ecuador.
Ecuadorian.
Ecuadorian. Yeah. Colombia.
Colombian.
Colombian. All right. Very well. Guyanian. Surinamean. Nicaragua.
Nicaraguan.
Nicaraguan. Exactly. Nicaraguan. Costa Rica. Costa Rican. Yeah.
Ricos.
You know, the bad thing about it is like when you speak Spanish, you know how to pronounce it correctly, the name of the countries, right? Venezuela, Colombia, you know how to pronounce it. But in English, you need to make this accent. En inglés se tienen que hacer el acento como, es decir, si dices Guatemala, they are not going to understand, no van a entender. Tienes que decir Guatemala, you know? O sea, no, si les dices a los nativos Guatemala, no te van a entender. Tienes que decirles Guatemala. No les puedes decir, I don't know, Argentina, you decir Argentina, ¿no? No les puedes decir Ecuador, es decir Ecuador. Para que entiendan, ¿no? That's the thing. So in English, when you're talking to other people, you try to say like with the accent, aunque sea antinatural para ustedes, es decir, Venezuela, Colombia, Panama, Costa Rica, Puerto Rico, ¿no? Porque no dicen Puerto Rico, dicen Puerto Rico, so you need to make the accent. It's annoying, es molesta porque sabes con la pronunciación correcta, pero decir Puerto Rico, ¿no? República Dominicana is Dominican Republic, right? Y sería Dominican para decir alguien de República Dominicana, right? En vez de Cuba, you need to say Cuba, Cuba, right? En vez de Haití, Haiti, Haiti. Okay, well, all the countries, they use the same ending. Van a utilizar la misma terminación, AN. Then in United States, we know it's American. Okay, tell me something, something that Colombia is famous for. Something particular about Colombia. Alguna cosa por lo que se identifique Colombia. For example, I could think about Shakira, right? What else?
Right.
What else comes to your mind? ¿Qué más viene de su mente cuando piensan en Colombia?
Coffee.
Coffee. Okay.
Juanes.
Juanes is from Colombia? Oh, okay. I like his music. How?
Cumbia.
Cumbia. Yeah, cumbia is from Colombia?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, very well. How about Ecuador?
Julio Jaramillo.
Okay, very well. Rio Jaramillo.
The middle of the world.
Okay, that is the Ecuador. Exactly, donde está el Ecuador. Very well.
Galapagos Islands.
Galapagos, yeah. Galapagos. Have you been in Galapagos? ¿Han estado en Galapagos?
Yes.
Yes. Wow. How it is? How is it beautiful?
Yes.
Yeah. What can you find there? I mean, I think it's famous for the toros, right? It's very famoso por las tortugas.
Endemic animals and endemic plants. These.
Okay.
What do you say? What do you say? Paisajes in English.
Landscapes.
Landscape.
Landscapes.
Landscape.
Okay. Yeah.
Beautiful beach.
Are there beautiful beaches and bonitas las playas también?
Yes.
Okay.
And the food, no, blue food, boobies.
Sorry, what?
Blue foods, boobies.
¿Azul qué, perdón?
Los piqueros de patas azules.
It's a bird? Bluebirds?
No, bluebirds, no. The foods is blue.
It's food.
Food?
Food. Yeah.
To eat. To eat.
Okay, well, what is it called? ¿Cómo se llama?
Piqueros de patas azules.
You know, it's the first time I hear about it. Sí son aves, ¿no?
No vuelan.
Yeah?
Only walk.
Okay. So they are from Galapagos too. Okay. Yeah, it's a beautiful bird. I thought you said food. Creí que habías dicho comida. No? Okay.
Food. Pies.
Okay.
Patitas.
Yeah, the feet. So blue feet, bird. Okay. Very well, very interesting. What can you tell me? Something now talking about Canada. Can you tell me something characteristic about Canada? What comes to your mind when you think about Canada?
CN Tower.
Okay, very well.
Niagara Falls.
Yeah, the Niagara Falls. You can think about the Alberta forest, Alberta in Canada. This is a very famous place. It's a blue lake with these mountains. It's very famous because it's in the movies. Aparece en muchas películas y es en Alberta, in Canada. Yeah. Okay, very well. Then we have Groenlandia. How do we say that in English? Greenland. Okay, Greenland. And you would say Greenlander, la nacionalidad, Greenlander. By the way, Greenland belongs to Denmark. Pertenece a Dinamarca. Okay, let's see. The United States wants to buy it. Donald Trump wants to buy Greenland. Okay, very well. So, what about something characteristic about Brazil?
Carnival of Rio.
Yeah, Rio de Janeiro. Samba, right? Okay, now we go to Europe. We have different countries in Europe, so let's find the names. How do we say Portugal in English? Portugal. And the nationality? So I'm from Portugal. I am Portuguese. Okay, let's see. How do we say España?
Spain.
Spain.
Spain. So I'm from Spain. I am Spanish.
Spanish.
Yes, let's see. Ireland. Okay, ya les dije, es Ireland.
Irish.
Irlandés. Irish. Irish, exactly. Then we have Reino Unido, the UK. How do we call someone from the UK?
British.
British. Okay, how do we say Francia in English?
France.
France.
France. Sounds like saying amigos, right? France. France. Okay. And the nationality? ¿Cuál es la nacionalidad?
French.
French. Please tell me something characteristic about Spain. Can you tell
The
me
same, the language. French.
Yeah, the language. Okay. Very well. Bulls, los toros, right? Paella. Okay. What about France? Something characteristic about France?
Louvre.
The museum.
Eiffel Tower.
Eiffel Tower. Yeah. Okay, very well.
Sena River.
Yeah. Thank you. How about Bélgica? How do we say Bélgica in English?
Belgium.
Is Belgium, exactly. Okay. Very well. Is something characteristic about Belgium? Well, the fries, se les llaman French fries, papas a la francesa, pero en realidad no son francesas, son de Bélgica. The fries, they were born in Belgium. Okay, how about Germany?
German.
Okay, very well. German. Okay, something characteristic about Germany?
Beer.
Okay, very well. Beer, sausage. Yeah, exactly. Dinamarca. How do we say Dinamarca in English? We say Denmark. 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 And the nationality is Danish. Okay, Danish. Okay. Now let's go to the Nordic countries, países nórdicos. Noruega, how do we say Noruega in English?
Norway,
Norway. Suecia.
Sweden,
Sweden. Okay, very well. Finlandia.
Finland,
Finland.
Finland, exactly. Okay. So now the nationalities. Noruego. How do we say Noruego in English? We say it's a little bit complicated. Norwegian.
Norwegian.
Norwegian. Yes. Okay, very well. How do we say Suecia?
Sweden.
Very well. Sweden. And Swedish is the nationality. Swedish. Finland decimos Finnish, como ya terminé. Finnish, pero solo con una N. Perdón, con dos N's. Finnish. Something characteristic about these three countries, o característico de estos países.
Vikings.
Yeah, we say, yeah, Vikings. We can think about the Northern Lights, las auroras boreales, yeah. Okay, all right. So, Polonia, how do we say Polonia in English? Poland. Y por nacionalidad is Polish. Okay, so your homework is to learn this song. All right, I'm going to send it to you so you can remember the countries and nationalities. And let me send it to you. Okay, les enviar la canción. So we're going to continue. All right, very well. So guys, thank you so much. We are going to finish now and we will see you the next class is on Thursday. So you have 2 songs to learn. So take care and see you. See you in the next class. Thank you for being here.
Okay, teacher, good night.